Hey guys, Larry here with Florida Freedivers. We're here with John at Koah Spear Guns. He's going to talk to you about his roller.
Yeah, this is, most of you know, we've had this roller for going on like 6 years now. This was one of the biggest engineering headaches that I had when I designed these years ago. This is just a great gun. If you don't know much about rollers, the tech behind them is basically the band is starting somewhat pre-tensioned on the bottom, depending on the model. With that pre-tension, you're loading it on top. We designed these to not have to use a load assist, so you can load it in one shot. When you're pulling the trigger, the band is moving both directions at the same time. So as it contracts here, it contracts on the top, and they basically cancel each other out. So you do get a little more power, maybe 10% more power out of the same equivalent size as a standard. But the real benefit is the recoil, because essentially this gun this is a 55-inch standard roller. Eventually, it pretty much has the same recoil as a single band gun, because this is the only thing that's really given that kinetic energy to make it kick. This is the standard, so it comes in 3 different models. You have standard, mid plus, and Euro. The standard and mid plus both use a 5/16 17.4 heat treated shaft. The mid plus the standard mid plus both use 5/16. The Euro uses 9/32. So the Euro is rear handle, rear placement, and uses a reverse trigger mech. This is our brute forward mech. Both of them insanely strong. All of our guns, just like the rest of our guns, poured epoxy fiber, enclosed track. So machined in-house. All this is done in-house.
Gotcha. Question for you. I get all the time at the shop. What was the purpose of the 2 set points on the roller band?
Well, it's trying to make the customers happy. Most people never even take it from this position, but when you load the top, if you want that extra kick, you can take your thumbs. That's why it's carved out here. You take your thumbs and move it down to the lower stage. So it's just getting max stretch out of the band.
Awesome.
Also has carbon fiber lifters. The rollers in here, those are tough to source. Those are Delrin ball bearing rollers. So there's nothing that can rust in the rollers. They'll last forever. We've never had a roller come back to us. Has a nice molded wide gun butt on the back. Uses our rock grip handle. And the roller bands are 9/16 small ID. So I tell people that because a lot of times they want to cram 5/8 in there, and some people have, but it's really meant for small ID 9/16, just for the best stretch, keeping it as small as possible without making it huge. The kicker band is 5/8. Gotcha. So you can do whatever you want with the kicker band. But
gotcha.
Yeah.
What I like about it too is you don't have to load the kicker band if you don't want to.
No.
It's got enough power on this gun that you really don't have to load that thing. That's what I like.
They do complement each other, but yeah, it can fire with either one of them. Also with the roller band, it's also getting that right. Some people get them in and they want them tighter, and I tell them take off 2 inches at a time. Don't go crazy. Some people want to see stars when they load it, but just get it to where it's nice and tight right at the end. Always take your gun out when you first get it, shoot it a milk jug, shoot something. I'm like, get practice before you take it on your first trip.
Absolutely.
But I think when they get a feel for this, they'll really fall in love with that low recoil, easy to use.
Awesome.
And they're all of our guns, most of our guns outside the shorty, all of them are all internally ballasted, meaning underneath the track, we actually have steel underneath the track to give it more balance and mass. So that eats even more recoil.
Very cool. Well, I appreciate you showing us that, John.
Yeah, man, my pleasure.
Take care, guys.